Hey guys, RedPandaMining here. Welcome to the Cryptominerbros YouTube channel. This is a specific video on how to set up a new Bitmain Antminer K7. Thank you to Cryptominerbros.com. Link down below if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these. I'm going to explain how to set this up. What do you need to power an Antminer K7, especially the power infrastructure, and as well as how to get it mining as well. There are a few different ways in terms if you want to mine into Bitcoin or mine the native coin, which this mines, which is going to be Nervos, CKB, and the mining algorithm is going to be EagleSong. And so this is a 63.5 terahash model at around 31 to 3200 watts. I will show you guys the power consumption here in a second. So let's begin on setting this up. Okay, so it's gonna come in a box just like this, okay, a Bitmain Antminer box, and it will be packaged with a anti-static bag around the Antminer K7, and as well as a lot of packaging foam here which protects the miner in shipping. So really nice packaging here from Bitmain. Okay, so once you have it unpacked and everything, next step is to, well, maybe actually before you buy one of these, you need to make sure you have the power infrastructure to run one of these Antminer K7s, because this is going to be using over 3000 watts of power. So it will not run on a typical 120 volt outlet, especially in North America. So this will not work on plugs like this. You are gonna want plugs like this, okay? 30 amp, 240 volt or similar. And I highly advise talking to a certified electrician to getting an L630R receptacle plug installed, 240 volt 30 amp circuit installed in your house in order to mine. And you have to make sure your circuit panel and you have the breaker compatible for this, running one of these miners, okay? And then you're gonna wanna need a PDU, a power distribution unit that you are gonna plug into the circuit like so. Okay, and then it's going to go into a PDU such as this. Okay, this is a power distribution unit in which it provides the plugs to be able to plug into a Bitmain K7 such as this. And then you're going to want to need the power cables for them. Okay, it's not going to come with the miner, unfortunately. You're going to need to buy C13 to C14 power cables. The popular power cables needed to run these types of ASIC miners. Okay, C13 to C14. Make sure you get the 14 gauge cabling as well. My favorite place to buy these is infinitecables.com. Check it out on the screen here, as well as you're going to need internet connectivity as well. So not only do you need power, but you're going to need LAN cable internet as well, okay, Ethernet. So this does not have Wi-Fi, okay. A majority of these types of big boy ASIC miners will not have Wi-Fi, so you're going to need a LAN cable to plug in, okay. So you need to make sure, be mindful of wherever you're installing one of these things, that you're in an environment in which you'll be able to extract the heat, because this will push out a lot of heat, okay, and as well as you need Ethernet and power run there. Okay, I'll show you actually a typical place where I have my ASIC set up. So just like this, I have a dedicated place in my basement where I have ASIC miners set up. I have network connectivity, network switch here, and a bunch of PDUs and circuits to run my ASIC miners. Just like this, and I also have an exhaust fan going out the window, and as well as the circuits needed for running the power for my ASIC miners, just like this as an example. Okay, so typical at-home crypto miner, I have my setup just like this. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand how to set one of these up in terms of needing the power, Ethernet, all that kind of stuff before you get into ASIC mining such as this. Okay, so let's just go ahead, plug everything in. I'm gonna plug in the Ethernet. I'm gonna plug in the power here as well. We're gonna get this started and mining. Okay, it's actually very easy to set these up for crypto mining, especially for Nervos, or if you wanna mine this into Bitcoin. I'll show you guys examples in the computer. But right now, I'm just plugging in the C13 to C14 power cables. And this thing is going to start turning on now. Okay, so next step is to go into the computer, and we are going to get the IP address and log into the web GUI of the K7 and set it all up. Okay, so let's do that now. I will see you guys in the computer. Okay, so first thing you'll want to do is go to a website, or what I use is called Advanced IP Scanner. You can Google this, and the website looks like this. It's a free download just to scan the network so that you can get the IP address of the ASIC miner that you just plugged in. So in this case, it's going to be the K7. So I have the software up here, and you're just going to simply hit scan on this button here. It should already populate the subnet for your network. Alternatively, you can log into your router if you are comfortable with that, and then finding the IP address of the miner that way. So in my case here, the IP address of this ASIC miner is 10.100.100.141. So you're going to want to go to any browser, any web browser, and then you're going to want to type that in. So we're going to go 10.100.100.141. Okay, it could be like a 192.168 1 dot something for you guys if you're at a simple home network. Okay, you're going to press enter in the browser there, top tab here. Then it's going to come up with a username and password prompt. So this is to log in to the web GUI of the K7. So it's going to be root, and then password is root. That is the default username and password for majority of these Bitmain ASIC miners. So we're going to hit sign in. Now it'll take you to the web GUI of the K7. So next, you're going to want to set up the mining address and also the miner name. This is where it's going to start mining to your own account, depending on where you want to mine. Okay, so this is where we're going to get some preliminary things in here. Okay, so depending where you want to mine, there are many different mining pools. Okay, so I'm on miningpoolstats.stream, and you can see there are, for Nervos network, CKB, the mining algorithm Eagle Song, there's F2 pool, Ant pool, 2 miners, pool in via BTC, DX pool, and so on and so forth. And so right now, of course, you'll want to try to keep the the hash rate decentralized. Okay, so right now it's 48% on F2 pool, which is okay. It's not over 50%, so that's good. And but there's a bunch of other mining pools here. But in this example, what I'm going to show you guys is through NiceHash. Okay, this is just a hash rate rentals, and it's going to be auto converting it into Bitcoin for you. You're going to be paid in Bitcoin. But you can alternatively mine the native coin Nervos if you want. Of course, you want to download a wallet for Nervos Network CKB if you really like the project, believe in the project. And so there are many different wallets out there that support CKB. And yeah, so go to the nervos.org website /wallets, and this is where you can mine the native coin if you want this way. Okay, and you can choose any of these pools that are available. They have their guides there as well. But in this case here, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it through NiceHash. I personally have been doing it through NiceHash for a while here, and a wallet, a cold hardware wallet that I like to store the Bitcoin is going to be through something called a Tangem. Okay, so if you want to get a Tangem wallet, it's $54 for 3 cards. You can use code RPM and you get 10% off if you are interested. Really good, easy solution to use with your phone, very secure as well. Okay, so once you have that in a case of storing your Bitcoin, now we're going to want to set up the miner. Okay, so this is where we're going to go back to the web GUI here. Okay, so we're going to need the mining address, the server, the pool for, let's say, NiceHash. Okay, so you're going to go to a website called nicehash.com/algorithm. Okay, this is where you're going to see the server pools for all the different mining algorithms available on NiceHash. So in my case here, I am going to be using Eagle Song, okay, which is you guys are going to be using for the K7. If you have a K7, you're going to copy this Stratum URL, Stratum plus TCP. So we're going to copy this, okay, just highlight it. I can Control C on the keyboard. Go back to here. Okay, actually, sorry, go back to the web GUI of the miner, which is over here. Okay, you're going to want to paste that into the pool 1. Okay, and I do that 3 times for each of the other pools as well. sometimes it glitches if there's no pools here specified. It's always best to have it specified for all three. Okay, some mining pools do have backup pools as well, so you can copy this as well into the other pool. Let's just say for pool 3. Okay, then now you're going to need the miner name. So in this case, you're going to need the mining address of your NiceHash account. Okay, so this is where it's going to point the K7 to your own NiceHash account. Just go to nicehash.com, make your own account if you want to do it through NiceHash, if you want Bitcoin, and you're going to want to copy this address. Okay, then we're going to go back to the web GUI. You're going to want to paste that into here, into the miner name. Then, if you want to specify a worker name for it, you're going to want to type in period, and then I just put K701. Okay, so make sure this period is to distinguish the worker name and also the wallet for your account right here. Okay, then you're going to copy this 3 times and paste it into the second tab here and also the third one here as well. Then password is going to be X and X and X. You can do that for all 3. And then you're going to want to hit save. Okay, so let's do that now. Mode, you want to make sure it says normal. Hit save. Now it should start mining. It does take a couple minutes for the miner to start pooling up and start mining, and also then showing on NiceHash. Okay, it will show up on the pool after about a couple minutes. So you can probably hear it now ramping up. We'll come back. I'll show you guys when it's online here. Okay, so now after literally 2 minutes, it is now mining away to NiceHash here, working just fine. You guys can see the hash boards here are showing up. The address, the miner name shows up here. Hash rate shows up here. And of course, if we go to NiceHash, it shows up on the mining pool. Okay, it says online mining. The actual profitability will show up after a bit, but it is working. Okay, so guys, there you go. It's very easy, very simple to start mining with this K7, and let me know what you think. Okay, so there you guys go. That's how to set up a new Bitmain Antminer K7. This thing is humming along just nicely. Just beware the power fluctuations of the K7. Well, actually any Antminer, your environment is going to play the part. Okay, so depending on your temperatures and how you are extracting the heat, the fans may ramp up a lot higher and of course get a lot louder and of course use a lot more power as well. Okay, so just beware of that when you have these types of miners and you're setting it up. But thank you to Cryptominerbros. Again, if you guys are interested in purchasing one of these, use offer code RedPanda for $50 off. Link down below. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.